Right, DAX79 here, about to start work on the biceps. Now the biceps are the big bits at the top of the arms. And as you can see in my room, I've moved my legs into the garage because I just have no space for this costume, it's so big. But I have left the headpiece here. The torso, should we say, and the head. I'll turn that little light off. So there we go. So these are going to fit on the sides of the torso. Now on my site, I would have put an inner and an outer of this 3D model. So split it down the middle, add an inner and an outer. Looking at this, to make my life quicker and easier, I've decided to use just the inner sections because the panels don't have any details on. I will put both files up on my site so you've got the details, but I'm going to use the inner because looking at it exactly the same as the outer but without all the bits. The pieces are more simpler to make, I think. We'll find out. So I've got to make 4 sets of inner and then mirror 2 sets. So inner, inner mirrored, inner. Make 4 of these. I'm going to make these as light as possible. I'm going to use foamboard to make the framework. I'm doing the same as what I did with the thighs, basically, the main sections of the legs. Use foam board, and I'm going to put foam on the foam board. And I'm going to, hopefully, if all things work out right, use some PVC piping down the sort of the insides of them with handles out of the PVC piping, so I can move them. Again, my main idea here is that when I put both arms down on the floor, it'll anchor the whole costume so it can stand on its own while I get in and out of it, like a tripod. So let's see how this goes. As I've said in the past, just cut the pieces out, make your blueprints, and just do what I'm doing already. And we'll see what happens. Bicep time. Whoa. There we go. Made the pattern. All I did was take the cutting out of the inside of the outer part, basically center. I made this, and then with that, after putting that together, I then obviously using this as a reference, have made, oh, here we go, four of these. There we go. Just out of foam board. So these are what I'm going to build the basic shape off now. So basically, on the inside of here, I'll get it at height. I'll put a bit of foam inside, stood upright. Then I'll do a layer of foam to go around, making it as light as possible. Foam on top, and then I'll do the shapes on top and stick them on top of the outside of both the left and the right. Alright, so I'm not going to worry about cutting out all these parts for the sides. I'm just working out. So for half of the arm, on page 36 and 37, there's a piece. So I'm going to build on top of it all the details with the thickness. So we're looking at 8 centimeters. So 8 times 2, 16. So 16 centimeters is how wide. 16 centimeters. Hang on. Put the PEP file crack safe, in order. Don't want to get that messed up. So 16 centimeters high I need my arms, the thickness, and I need to bulk it out as light as possible because this is all going to start getting heavy if I don't. So I need it like that. I got given this foam, Troy gave me actually, some old foam that was getting dumped. It's not very good for painting up and stuff, but it's very good for filling things out. This is 15 centimeters, so it's 1 centimeter too short. But with all the other stuff that's going on, and I'm pretty sure no one is going to notice that I'm 1 centimeter short for screen accuracy for the thickness of the arms. So this stuff is actually going to work perfectly. And I've got loads of it. So this is what's going to be used to bulk out the biceps and the triceps. That's how light they are. I would have thought it would have taken a shorter time to do this. They did take me a whole day to make both of these, but it's because I wanted them lightweight and exactly the same as the film. There you go. So you can see that in there. I should have a YouTube thumbnail. You ready? Wow! So, they're looking good. We're getting there. So this is the piece I'm using again, as you know. So I created the PEP file from this. So I've actually not been using the detailed side. I've been using the other side because it's got less breaks in the files that I've made. So I'm going to now cut out all these. And it's 4 times. Inside, inside, outside. In fact, I'm not going to put them on the inside because I need to work out the framework for the movement. So the inside are going blank, so I just need to do 2 sets of these details, left and a right for each arm, and then I'll add these details in afterwards when I do the complete once over the costume. So on that PEP file, located the parts. I say I've done it this way, so all you do is flip it. Yeah, so I want to raise it up about that high really. Good thing is, as I say, I keep stuff from dumps and tips. Look at this for the mother load. This was all getting dumped. Boom. Okay, so I've now covered the biceps in foam. There we go. Doesn't matter what colour. I'd love to have done them all yellow. Actually, do you know what? To cover the whole costume in this yellow foam would have been amazing. I would have needed loads of it. There you go, so I got that, and as I say, I got the PEP file, cut out paper, then I cut a piece out of foam, and it'll go on like that. Now you'll see things are looking a little, little patchy. Because it's such a big costume, I've actually been salvaging as much foam as I can from places. And I went on now Jersey e-cycle page and I just put a little advert up saying, I just need some foam mats for an art project. So people have been giving me bags of these. The only problem is everyone's giving me small squares. If they were big squares, I mean, I'm not going to complain about anything because you see these have all been made out of the small foam squares here. But I could do some extra bits of foam. I can see why some people get sponsored for this, but then it'd take the point out of it, wouldn't it really? The whole point is I'm sort of salvaging stuff and making it myself and then entering a competition to entering a masquerade with it. So it's the fun of locating everything, but they can get quite expensive, these projects, if you're not doing what I'm doing and just skip diving. I mean, all this is out of skips pretty much. The foam board's not. I got that off Amazon. Yeah, I need some more of that, by the way, before I can start the next part. dear. Ooh. I have lifted it up. I've just gone around actually with the with all that free foam I've got. So there's the patchwork side, and then what I did was I went around the sides and then put some in the middle just to strengthen it. And what I've got to do now is just put that on here. So this would be my left, and this is the details all on top. That's why it's good to have a model. I can just work out how it fits on. There we go, 2 of them, and it looks like this is actually the end of the video for this, because you can go ahead and use the pep file to add more on, but at the end of this video, or near the end of this series, I'm going to go from head to toe over the costume and add all these details. It's a whole different thing. But right now I just need to build it enough so I can actually try and work out how it connects together and how to wear it and how to walk in it. So yeah, this is bicep 1 left, and I've got another bicep. There we go. I'll glue them down, and then let's move on to the triceps. Once the triceps are done, the pinches are done, we've got the whole costume, the basic shell built. Then we'll add details, then paint it up in rubber paint, spray it up, add a flamethrower, bit of Cajun, Ripley. Right, if you've enjoyed this, give it a like. It's great to see, and this is a bit of a niche series. I don't see a lot of people watching this or making these, but I hope you do make one. It'll be worth it. All right, I'm gonna leave it here. Thanks for 39 out.